All right, welcome back to another episode with myself, Luke. So I hope you're doing all right. So we're going to jump into the charts in just a second. It's been a bit of a roller coaster the past few weeks. So if you're new to the channel, by the way, go ahead, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can be notified with each and every video that I bring out. I try to bring at least 3 videos out a week based on the crypto market, and we talk about all things crypto. And don't forget, we have do a podcast with my good friend Edo. Go and check out his stuff as well, if you are into tech. So if we jump over into the charts, Bitcoin is leading the way. We all know this. Most of us do. If you're new to the cycle, then when Bitcoin makes its move, then the altcoins tend to follow. And that's exactly what we saw a few weeks back when we went from 126,000 all the way down to 102,000 US dollars. We dropped almost 20%. So we're not out of the woods just yet. We're going to look at this pattern, this chart in just a second to see where we're heading in the short term, long term. And Christmas is just around the corner. So generally speaking, the Bitcoin monthly returns, if we just go over to the monthly returns on Coinglass, I haven't checked how is the market doing for October. We're almost back in the green for October, which would, if we can finish the month of October over the next 3 days in the green, then I'll be more optimistic for November and December, having this final rally to the upside before the next cycle. Technically, if you look at the cycle over a 4-year period, we've technically finished. I think we finished. I might be wrong. It was the 10th or the 12th of October. If we're going from exact days, then the cycle has already finished. I think it's like the 10th or 12th of October. You'll have to let me know in the comment section. However, having said that, generally speaking, in that bull cycle of the last year, November, December is usually pretty green, and then the rest of the altcoins usually follow suit as well. So the altcoin season that we're all anticipating, we cannot wait for it, is just not here. We've had altcoin rallies, of course, and then when Bitcoin collapsed just last week, we had this spike here all the way up to 63.5% for the Bitcoin dominance, and then we came straight back down. So right now, this is on the daily. Let's go to the larger time frames on the weekly. And yeah, this is not good. These tend to get filled up, these candle wicks. So I'm just hoping that this doesn't get filled up just yet, but later on. So hopefully we have that altcoin season that we're all anticipating for. But right now, like it says here, Bitcoin is dominating at this moment in time. So the altcoins are not outperforming Bitcoin just yet. We're almost back. I think we're back into neutral. Yeah, we're back into neutral with the fear and greed. RSI, we're again neutral here. We're not oversold, not overbought. So yeah, let's see. I think people are just waiting to see what happens with. I think there's a FOMC meeting tomorrow, and then on Wednesday. And we've only got how many days left of October? Is it 31 days of October? Yeah. So we've got 3 more, including today, 4 more days of October. So maybe people are just waiting for this meeting tomorrow. I think it's the Federal Reserve. They have their meetings tomorrow. Or they're waiting for November the 1st to see which direction finally Bitcoin and the rest of the space is going. So anyway, jumping over into the Bitcoin charts, what have we right here? Well, let's zoom in a little bit. Right there we go. Okay, so get rid of that. So we did print this CME gap here over the weekend. Friday closed down here at 111,000, the top of the candle at 112. Saturday, Sunday, we had that pump up to 115,000. And then we've got this CME gap just below us. So we're trying to fill it up right now. So don't be surprised over the course of today, if not tomorrow, we could come back down and basically fill up this gap, maybe come as far as down as 110,000, and then depending on the news and what happens towards the end of this month, if we do print a green monthly candle, then could we be having our next leg up, or are we just going to roll over? So it's good that we pumped past 110,000. I spoke about this, so we didn't want this scenario where we just have a dead cat bounce, but we pumped through the 110,000, sufficient volume and we came all the way up to the next line of resistance at 115,000. So right now we've got this resistance. I'm going to put it in the red, shall we? There we go. That's not in the red, and the text back in the blue. There we go. So we've got this resistance. We've got this key support here at 110. So we're just, let's see which resistance line or support line wins out. Are we going to go back down through 110,000 and go lower? Or are we going to, like I just said, fill up the CME gap, and then who knows, maybe we could go a lot higher in November and December. So CME gaps, they tend to get filled up 90% of the time, sooner rather than later. Sometimes, if you look back in history with Bitcoin, with CME gaps, sometimes it could take weeks or even months for them to be filled up. So what would be interesting is if we don't fill this up, hopefully we do, and we get that nice bounce off, and then we can storm past 115,000, and the next price points will be around our all-time highs of 120,000+. So if we don't fill up the CME gap, and for some reason today we continue pumping past the 115,000, then we just have to bear in mind we've got this small CME gap here. And could this be the CME gap ready for the next bear market? So I'm talking about if we go past our 127,000, or our all-time high, we do go to 150 to 200,000 over the next 2 months, then could the CME gap here just wait it out until we head back into the bear market? Because the bear market, yeah, I think we're going to go way below 100,000, maybe possibly visiting the $50K to $70,000 range in the next cycle. So anyway, that's just a quick update with Bitcoin, with the markets. Let me know in the comments section below what you think. Are you pessimistic, optimistic? Just let me know in the comments, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye bye.